As we entered the park, hand in hand, the world seemed to slow down. The scent of fresh grass and the soothing rustle of leaves in the gentle breeze enveloped us. Under the sprawling canopy of trees, each with its own unique character, we felt a profound connection to the natural world. This was our sanctuary, a place where we could forget about the fast paced world outside. With every step we took, we found ourselves lost in our own little world of love. We had met during college, our love story beginning like a scene from a classic romance movie. And now, here we were, still together, finding solace in the simple act of walking through this beautiful park. The love we shared was deeply personal, but the concept of love in the larger world often appeared more intricate and at times corrupted by cultural ideals. Society's portrayal of love was often idealized, leading to unrealistic expectations and pressures. Cultural norms and media representations painted a picture of love as flawless, fairy tale experiences free from imperfections. This unrealistic view of love had the potential to distort people's understanding of it, leading to disappointment when real life relationships inevitably faced challenges. We passed by the quaint wooden benches, each telling a story of its own. Some had carved initials and hearts etched into them, evidence of countless love stories that had unfolded here. It was as if the very essence of love had seeped into the wood, making it a silent witness to the passions and promises of generations past. We recognized that love was a multifaceted force that could be distorted and manipulated by false ideologies. It could be commodified, restricted, and even exploited for mere political gain. Yet, at its core, love remains a powerful and transformative force, capable of bringing about positive change, breaking down barriers, and nurturing a more compassionate world. Love had evolved and was viewed in a drastically different way than in the previous generation. Our parents and grandparents had grown up in a world where love often came with more rigid expectations, particularly when it came to issues like gender roles, sexuality, and societal norms. We had grown up in a time where the level of acceptance of different forms of love was significantly higher. It was heartening to see society increasingly embracing diversity in love, recognizing the fact that love transcended traditional boundaries. The idea of love was no longer confined to just heterosexual relationships, and people were more accepting of same sex couples and non binary individuals, as well as the recognition that love could take on many forms. This broader acceptance of love was a significant step forward, fostering a more inclusive and understanding society. It was evident in the way society supported marriage equality, celebrated pride parades, and upheld love as a fundamental human right. However, traditional gender roles still persisted in some circles, even as they became less common. Some individuals clung to outdated notions of love, resisting the evolving landscape of affection. Even within the realm of romantic relationships, love was viewed with nuance. Some people chose unconventional forms of partnerships, like open relationships or polyamory, challenging the idea that a monogamous relationship was the only path to love. While these non traditional relationships gained acceptance among some, they were still met with skepticism and misunderstanding by others. We sat down on one of the weathered benches, and my mind went back to the carved initials and hearts surrounding us. It made me reflect on how cultural ideals often celebrated the initial stages of love, the passionate and exciting beginnings, but sometimes overlooked the long term commitment and dedication required to sustain it. Society frequently commodified love, with industries profiting from the desire for extravagant weddings, romantic holidays, and the pursuit of materialistic symbols of affection. The pressure to conform to these societal expectations could undermine the genuine, selfless aspects of love, as individuals might prioritize external displays of affection over the deep emotional connection that should be at the core of any loving relationship. There are often imposed limits on love, dictating on whom one could love based on factors like race, religion, gender, or social status. These boundaries restricted the beautiful diversity of human affection and complicated the pursuit of love beyond societal expectations. It is an unfortunate truth that love could be corrupted by prejudice. But as we gazed beyond our own love, we realized that love's impact wasn't limited to just personal realm. In an increasingly divided world, there were types of love within and around us. First, there was the love between us as a couple. It was intimate, passionate, and brought us together, a connection that was deeply personal and unique to our own experiences. This love had the ability to change our perspective on the world and the future, fostering a shared sense of purpose and unity. But we also saw the love in tender moments between parents and their children as they watched over their little ones playing in the park. This love was an unbreakable bond that changed the way parents saw the world, giving them a new sense of responsibility and devotion. It was a love that crossed generations, passing down wisdom and care from one to the next. We observed love between friends. It was the camaraderie, the laughter, the support that friends offered one another. This kind of love shows us the beauty of diverse relationships and the strength of human connections beyond the romantic realm. Love also transcended cultural, geographic, and linguistic barriers. The couple holding hands on the nearby benches, speaking different languages, or dressed in different attires, were a testament to the universal nature of love. Love was not confined by nationality or ethnicity. It was a language that every heart could understand, and it had the power to bridge divides, challenge prejudices, and remind us of our own shared humanity. It was a reminder that no matter who we were or where we came from, love was a shared experience that could illuminate our lives and bring us together in a way that nothing else could. But sitting there under the shade of the trees, we were reminded that love was not just a romantic concept, it was force that had the potential to heal, to inspire change, and to bring about unity. Love was no longer a one size fits all concept. It had become a multifaceted, dynamic force that adapted to the changing values of society. These changes meant that individuals had to make choices about the kind of love that suited them best, breaking free from the rigid expectations of the past. I believe that the compromises and the complexities that came with this new understanding of love were worth it. It was a testament to the ever evolving nature of love and its ability to transcend cultural norms, creating a more accepting and compassionate world. In the midst of all the challenges we faced, we were inspired to do our part, to promote love and understanding. I believed that by spreading love and empathy, we could contribute to a more harmonious world. As we left the bench and continued our stroll through the park, we felt a renewed sense of purpose. Love, we realized, was not just a personal experience, but a universal one. It had the power to shape societies, influence cultures, and drive political change. In the world outside, we knew there would be challenges, but together we were determined to be part of the solution, inspired by the love we shared and the love we hoped to see flourish in the world.